Stop begging for respect. The more you beg, the less they respect you. Stoic philosophy teaches one powerful truth: respect is never asked for, it is commanded by how you live. If you want people to respect you forever, this video will change your mindset completely. Respect is something everyone wants, but most people chase it in the wrong way. They try to please everyone, explain themselves too much, and tolerate disrespect just to be liked. Stoicism teaches the opposite. It teaches silent strength, self-control, and inner power. Today, you will learn 6 Stoic lessons that will help you stop begging for respect forever and start commanding it naturally. Self-respect is not loud, aggressive, or dramatic. It is calm, grounded, and unshakable. It shows in what you tolerate, what you walk away from, and what you no longer explain. A person who truly respects themselves does not chase validation, beg for approval, or shrink their identity to fit into spaces that dishonor them. They understand that their peace is more valuable than arguments, their time is more valuable than attention, and their character is more valuable than popularity. Stoicism teaches that your worth is not created by how others treat you, it is revealed by how you treat yourself. When you stop overgiving, over-explaining, and overextending, something powerful happens: people either rise to meet your standards or naturally fall away. And either outcome is a win, because you no longer betray yourself to keep others comfortable. True self-respect also means emotional discipline, choosing control over chaos, clarity over confusion, and dignity over ego. It means responding instead of reacting, standing firm without becoming cruel, and setting boundaries without guilt. Stoics believe that a person who governs their emotions governs their life. When you master your reactions, no one can manipulate you, provoke you, or control your inner world. You stop being a prisoner of opinions, moods, and external approval. You become stable, centered, and internally free. This is real power, not dominance over others, but mastery over yourself. And when you carry that kind of inner strength, people don't just respect you, they feel your presence before you even speak. Stoicism reminds us that your life does not need a public committee for approval. Every time you explain yourself to people who are not truly invested in your growth, you give them control over your confidence. Many people explain because they fear being misunderstood, judged, or disliked. But Stoics believe that misunderstanding is a part of life, and judgment is outside your control. A strong person does not waste energy convincing others of their choices. They understand that clarity comes from action, not from words. When you speak less and act with consistency, your character becomes your explanation. Silence, when grounded in confidence, is not weakness, it is authority. When you stop explaining, you reclaim your power. You stop debating your worth, your boundaries, and your goals with people who do not share your values. Stoics taught that wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, plans, or reasons. Some people ask questions to understand, but many ask questions to control, criticize, or doubt you. By moving quietly, you protect your inner world. You become less reactive and more deliberate. You choose your path without needing applause. And in that quiet strength, you become unstoppable, not because everyone agrees with you, but because you no longer need them to. Stoicism teaches that your emotions should serve you, not rule you. When someone can predict how you will react, they can push your buttons, manipulate your decisions, and disturb your peace. A Stoic person pauses, breathes, and chooses a response instead of exploding with emotion. Calmness is not coldness, it is self-mastery. When you stay calm in stressful situations, people notice your strength. They see that you are not driven by impulse, but by wisdom and discipline. Controlling your emotions also protects your dignity. When you do not beg, chase, or overreact, you send a silent message that you are stable and grounded. Stoics believe that the greatest victory is not over others, but over your own impulses. A calm person cannot be easily shaken, insulted, or pressured. They move through life with quiet confidence, observing more than reacting. This calm energy makes you powerful and even mysterious, because people cannot read or control you easily. And in a world full of emotional chaos, the person who remains calm becomes the one everyone respects, listens to, and cannot ignore. Stoicism teaches that boundaries are not walls to keep people out, but standards that protect your peace. Many people fear setting boundaries because they want to be liked, accepted, or seen as kind. But kindness without limits becomes self-betrayal. When you say yes to everything, you silently say no to yourself. Stoics believe that your time, energy, and mental space are precious and limited. Saying no is not selfish, it is honest. It tells others where you stand and what you will not tolerate. A person who respects themselves does not apologize for their limits. They communicate them calmly, clearly, and without drama. When you set boundaries, you change how people treat you. People naturally test what they can get away with, and if you allow disrespect once, it often becomes a habit. Stoics understood that behavior repeated without consequence becomes normal. But when you set firm limits, people think twice before crossing them. Some will respect you more, some will step back, and that is part of the process. Boundaries filter your life. They remove those who only take and keep those who truly value you. In the end, strong boundaries do not push people away, they attract the right people and protect your dignity in a world that often tries to take more than it gives. Stoic philosophers believe that your character is the foundation of everything you are. Titles, followers, praise, and criticism are temporary, but your habits, decisions, and principles shape your destiny. When you focus on character, you stop performing for applause and start living with purpose. You ask yourself, am I honest? Am I disciplined? Am I acting with integrity even when it is difficult? This internal compass keeps you steady when people doubt you, mock you, or misunderstand you. A person who is guided by character does not collapse under criticism or inflate under praise. They stay grounded, because their worth is not built on external voices, but on internal truth. In Stoicism, respect is a byproduct of virtue, not a goal to chase. When you consistently do the right thing, even when it is uncomfortable or inconvenient, people notice your strength. They see that you cannot be easily influenced, corrupted, or pressured. Your words carry weight because your actions support them. Over time, your presence becomes solid, dependable, and rare. People may not always agree with you, but they will recognize your integrity. And that is the highest form of respect. When you focus on character instead of opinions, you become unshakable. You move through life with quiet confidence, knowing that as long as you stay true to your values, no opinion can reduce your worth. Stoicism teaches that silence is not emptiness, it is presence. When you speak less, you listen more, observe more, and understand more. Most people talk to impress, argue, or prove something. Stoics saw this as a waste of energy. They believed that wisdom grows in quiet reflection and deliberate action. A silent person who consistently delivers results becomes powerful without trying. Their calm behavior, steady work, and controlled speech make others pay attention. Silence removes unnecessary drama from your life and gives your actions a stage to shine. When you stop announcing your plans and start executing them quietly, you become unpredictable in a strong way. People only see the outcome, not the process. Actions create credibility that words never can. Anyone can promise, claim, or boast, but very few can remain consistent, disciplined, and reliable. Stoics believe that discipline in small daily actions builds an unbreakable reputation. When you show up, improve, and stay focused without seeking praise, your presence becomes authoritative. People trust those who act, not those who talk. Over time, your silence becomes a symbol of confidence, and your actions become your signature. In a world addicted to noise and attention, the Stoic who moves quietly becomes a force that cannot be ignored, because real authority is built in silence and revealed through action. Stoicism teaches that accepting the fact that not everyone will respect you is one of the most freeing steps in life. Many people waste years of their lives trying to gain approval from those who are incapable of giving it. Some will judge, mock, or belittle you regardless of your efforts, achievements, or intentions. This is not a reflection of your worth, it is a reflection of their limitations, biases, or insecurities. Stoic philosophers understood that external validation is fleeting and unreliable. True respect comes from living in alignment with your principles, not from winning over every critic. When you accept this, you stop giving power to people who do not have your best interests at heart. You no longer bend, shrink, or compromise your values to fit someone else's perception. Your energy becomes reserved for actions that matter, relationships that uplift, and principles that define your life. The greatest strength lies in emotional independence. When you stop seeking validation from everyone, you reclaim your inner peace. Stoics believe that opinions are outside your control, but your response to them is entirely within your control. By accepting that some people will never respect you, you stop reacting to negativity, stop over-explaining yourself, and stop chasing meaningless approval. This does not make you indifferent or cold, it makes you wise, grounded, and unshakable. You begin to prioritize the respect of those who truly matter, yourself and those who share your values. You carry a calm confidence that others sense without you needing to demand it. In the end, the person who no longer seeks universal respect moves through life with clarity, strength, and dignity, because they understand that the only respect worth having is the one they give themselves. Stoicism teaches that walking away from disrespect is the ultimate demonstration of strength. Many people believe that arguing, proving themselves, or retaliating shows power, but the truth is that it only gives control of your emotions and energy to someone else. A Stoic understands that respect cannot be demanded, only earned, and anyone who chooses to disrespect you is revealing their own limitations, not yours. By walking away calmly, without argument or drama, you show that your peace and dignity are non-negotiable. You are saying, silently but powerfully, that no one has the right to diminish your worth or disturb your inner calm. This is not avoidance, it is mastery over your reactions. Choosing to step away also reflects a profound sense of self-respect. Stoics believe that life is too short to waste on battles that serve only the ego or someone else's need to control you. When you remove yourself from toxic situations, you preserve your energy for things that truly matter, your growth, your values, and your inner peace. Walking away is not an act of fear, weakness, or surrender, it is an assertion of your priorities. You demonstrate to the world that you value yourself enough to refuse participation in unnecessary conflict. Over time, this behavior sends a strong, silent message: you are calm, disciplined, and unshakable. Moreover, walking away teaches others a lesson they cannot ignore. People respect what they cannot control. When someone expects a reaction and receives none, they are forced to recognize the limits of their influence over you. This quiet strength creates a sense of authority that words or threats could never achieve. By refusing to engage with negativity, you shift the power dynamic in your favor without raising your voice or making a scene. You maintain your composure while others reveal their lack of discipline and impulsiveness. In this way, walking away becomes not only a form of self-protection but also a tool for demonstrating true strength and character. Finally, walking away cultivates inner freedom. When you no longer tie your peace to the behavior or opinions of others, you become independent of external chaos. Stoics valued freedom of mind above all, and refusing to fight over disrespect ensures that your mind remains untroubled. You create a life where your focus is on what you can control, your actions, your reactions, and your growth, rather than what you cannot. This detachment does not make you cold, it makes you wise. In walking away, you do not lose anything meaningful. Instead, you gain clarity, dignity, and a reputation for quiet power that others cannot manipulate or shake. Walking away is the art of turning your back on weakness, and in doing so, embracing your highest strength. Stoicism teaches that respect starts from within, and the strongest way to earn it is through daily discipline. Inner strength is not built overnight, it is forged through small, consistent actions that shape your character over time. Waking up on time, managing your habits, exercising self-control, and dedicating yourself to personal growth are all ways to cultivate this strength. The Stoics believe that your daily choices define you far more than grand gestures or occasional brilliance. Every act of discipline is a brick in the foundation of your presence, and over time, it builds a reputation that speaks louder than any words you could say. Consistency is the secret weapon of the disciplined. People notice when someone does not rely on luck, excuses, or fleeting motivation. Instead, a person who shows up every day, follows their principles, and masters their habits commands respect naturally. Stoicism teaches that control over yourself, your actions, thoughts, and reactions is more impressive than control over others. A disciplined mind cannot be easily shaken by criticism, stress, or setbacks. This inner strength radiates outward, others sense it in your calm confidence, your ability to stay focused under pressure, and your refusal to be swayed by trivial distractions. Even without speaking, your presence communicates power, reliability, and integrity. Building inner strength daily also trains resilience. Life will always present challenges, disrespect, and chaos, but discipline equips you to face them without losing balance. Stoics believe that hardship is not something to avoid but an opportunity to grow stronger. Every day you practice self-control, focus, and improvement, you are preparing yourself to handle difficulties with grace and composure. This preparation does not go unnoticed. People respect those who are steadfast, who rise above petty disputes, and who carry themselves with quiet confidence. Inner strength is invisible to the casual observer, yet it is the most compelling form of authority. Finally, cultivating inner strength is a lifelong journey, not a temporary effort. The Stoics taught that a disciplined life creates unshakable character, a presence that commands respect even without loud words, impressive titles, or constant recognition. Your daily habits, mental fortitude, and consistent actions shape how the world perceives you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. By building yourself from the inside out, you become someone whose respect is earned through integrity, discipline, and unwavering purpose. Over time, this inner strength becomes a natural shield against disrespect, chaos, and distraction, allowing you to move through life with clarity, power, and quiet authority. Stoicism teaches that true strength is being unshakable in all circumstances. Life will always bring praise, criticism, success, failure, admiration, and envy, but the Stoic mind remains calm and grounded through it all. When you do not let compliments inflate your ego, nor let criticism shake your confidence, you demonstrate mastery over yourself. People are naturally drawn to those who remain steady when chaos surrounds them, because stability inspires trust and admiration. Being unshakable does not mean you are indifferent or cold, it means you are deeply aware of your own values and your self-worth is independent of external opinions. A person who walks through life with this quiet certainty commands respect effortlessly, because others instinctively feel their strength. Unshakable people create silent authority through consistency and inner control. They do not react impulsively to anger, gossip, or provocation. They make decisions calmly, guided by principles rather than emotion or fear. Stoics believe that when your mind is untroubled by praise or criticism, you are free to act with clarity and purpose. This inner stability is more powerful than any loud display of strength or bravado, because it cannot be broken, manipulated, or intimidated. Others may try to test you, but when they see that their words and actions have no effect, they respect you in a profound and lasting way. Being unshakable is the ultimate form of authority, it is not demanded, argued for, or proven. It simply exists in every action, every decision, and every calm response, leaving the world no choice but to acknowledge your presence and strength. So tell me in the comments, are you still looking for respect from others, hoping they will notice your worth, approve your choices, or validate your actions? Or are you ready to take control, focus on your own character, discipline, and inner strength, and build respect from within, so that it no longer depends on anyone else's opinion? Think about it, when you stop seeking approval and start mastering yourself, you become unshakable, calm, and powerful, and that is the kind of respect that lasts a lifetime. Which path will you choose? Respect is not demanded with words, it is earned by the calm strength of your character. If you found this content valuable, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Share your thoughts in the comments section. I want to hear how you apply these Stoic lessons in your own life. Your support not only helps this channel grow but also allows me to bring you even more practical, powerful, and life-changing Stoic wisdom. Every like, share, and comment strengthens this community of people who want to live with discipline, confidence, and unshakable inner strength.